This is Instant Replay Live, and we're trying not to die. A tribe.
Oh, that's a reference to the last episode. That's a little too specific, I think.
Good, we're going with it.
So I had this argument recently in someone else's live stream, and people got mad at me for what I was saying. They were playing a horror game, and I was like, hearing this person scream, and I'm not trying to say names because I don't want anyone to feel offended, so that's why. Like, the people, if they watch this, they'll know who they are, but whatever. I don't want to offend anybody. That's not the point of this. People were screaming at the horror game, or they were yelling about how scary it was in the chat, even. And I'm just like, well, no. None of this is scary. Like, playing this game doesn't frighten me in any way. Because even moments like the boots that dropped in the last episode, or anything that's supposed to be scary... Oh, I guess I'm going through the window. Like this. Okay. There's a creepy tree spirit, apparently, through that window, walking away, and they did a lot of fuzzy effects and a big sound, and that's supposed to frighten me, right? Like, as a player, I'm supposed to go, oh god, no, don't get me. But I know the progression of these games too well. I know when the game is just going to say, here's a spooky moment, and here's when you actually have to do something to save your character. And if there was any danger of my character dying by climbing up on that thing and looking out the window, maybe that moment would have made me jump. But I know, and not knowing that moment was coming, I've never seen this game, never played this game, I know that that moment was perfectly safe for my character in that moment. Like, I'm too aware. Where's my teddy? I can't turn him on. There we go.
I'm scared. My teddy.
Yeah. I just wanted to see inside these cabinets. I'm hoping there's something to see in this game.
I mean, so, I think for most people, I feel like the thing is, even if it's not scary, you let yourself be spooked, if not, scared.
There's definitely
to enjoy it.
An attitude portion of this that I'm not good at.
Imagination is dead inside.
Well, I mean, I play Dungeons and Dragons a lot. I do a lot of stuff like that. Like, this sound is creepy. I'm willing to accept that sound was creepy, but again, my character just feels too safe. I need bad things to happen to my character to make me feel like I'm in danger at any given point in the game.
That's what I loved about Dead Space, but then also like why Dead Space was such a disappointment to me.
Because you're always able to defend yourself.
Well, no, because the direction it took. Like, even if Dead Space was an action game, it was an action game that worked for me on the horror level that it was.
Whoops.
And again, I'm not a person to get scared either, but I still love horror games because they still give me suspense, even if they don't make me scared.
Yeah.
And man,
how do I wind this thing?
Isaac Clarke goes through some serious stuff in Dead Space.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's heard about the crazy eye scene,
yes,
and it is like, oh, because that's the kind of that's the kind of horror that's meant to get under your skin more than be scary.
This is just a bad control situation, which, I mean, I'm a baby. It would probably be difficult, but this does not
sounds
wind.
like you're a whiner.
I'm a winder.
Dude, you have telekinesis.
Yeah, right?
What if we just had cursors in real life?
What if we do? We don't even realize it.
What?
I am all for a game like Dead Space, and I'm all for games like this, too. Like, to say my criticisms about these games... Oh, what's that other thing? To say my criticisms about these games... Oh, God. Weird.
It's a little key.
Yeah. Is not to say I don't like these games. I do like these games. But Amnesia is another example. Like, I know playing Amnesia, every time there is a really dangerous scene for my character, which at least there are more of them in that game, like, than this one anyhow. So I feel okay about... Alright. That good animations there, game.
Oh my gosh.
I feel okay about Amnesia being, like, kind of scary for some people, because at least there's, like, dangerous scenes. In this one, I don't feel like my character's in danger. I have a feeling, and it's just a guess, that at some point there will be some scene where I have to, like, run away from the bad monster or something, and it'll actually turn out to be our mother. So
okay,
two paths.
but let's like peel it back a second. This isn't like horror. This is like Tim Burton horror.
That's
the point
true.
is to enjoy the atmosphere that it's creating.
And I do. And that's the difference. See, like, that's the part of the argument that I have trouble with, is people don't seem to appreciate that I do appreciate elements this game has. I just want more from it.
Well, it's because you sound like a hater.
I think that's generally me. I think that's true.
You are a hater, yeah.
Yeah. Is this like a maze? Am I getting like Lost Woods here?
Go to your left.
Yeah, well, there were two
there's a
paths. There's multiple paths I can take, and I'm just not
I think
sure.
you gotta collect. Actually, I have no clue.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me through this. I almost wonder if this is going to be a scene where I actually do have to hide. That would be well-timed, game. Let's run around a little bit until I fall. I do like these games. I just don't like feeling safe in these games. Like, what I want from this game is to feel on edge, and I don't have that.
That's why I still feel like Slender, the one where you collect the 8 pages.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was some loud cattage.
Leave it be.
The one where you collect the 8 pages, and it's just you and a flashlight, and you're walking around the little area. Not all the remakes that came after it. It was great because,
It's
I mean,
pretty
apart
intense.
from the beginning where you are just like walking around, nothing happens yet. Once you get the first page and the game turns on, you know, you're always in a threat, and you have this flashlight that's always dimming. And oh man, that game works for me. Yeah, it gets under my skin, and I like that.
Okay,
like, that's where I want a game to be, is where it just like makes me uncomfortable, even if it doesn't make me scared.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel. I want to be on edge. The problem is I find that I get way more on edge about games that aren't meant to be horror games.
Mm-hmm. Like Darkest Dungeon, perhaps?
Yes, that's a good example. Like, once you get attached to your party, and then, like, you know that you're going to lose people.
The consequences are scarier. The consequences are scarier than any horror event.
Yes, and that's all these games are just horror events, and they're not good. Now, what's weird is I like horror movies, but I'm not expected to be... Like, I don't get scared of horror movies either, but I'm more okay with the concept in those because I'm not expected to be immersed in a horror movie. I usually watch horror movies to watch other people get, like...
Mangled.
Brutally murdered or rise up against supernatural things. Like, I have different reasons.
Look at that picture again. I mean,
weird.
I assume it's the monster and the baby.
Yeah, it is. It's like the tree thing. Which is probably the mom, I still think. And also, look, mommy turns into a monster when she drinks.
I didn't get that
I didn't
impression
either.
from the mom at the beginning. Of course, you skipped over the cutscene.
But
so.
wouldn't that be... Oh, that's true. Thank you for bringing that back up. Wouldn't that be the way, though? You wouldn't get the impression until it happens.
Oh yeah. Now
she's totally nice until she drinks.
I wonder if a horror game had like the chance for like losing characters, but you could also get them through. Like, think like The Thing, where you had party members that could become infected and you never knew which ones would.
Yes.
But like with personalities on those characters, so they actually became something you cared about. And it's like the goal is maybe I die and whatever, I have to restart a level, but getting through the game with all the characters.
And then having
triumph.
the tension of a small mistake leading you to losing one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, you haven't played Heavy Rain, have you?
No, I still haven't. Oh, look, I'm so scared. She's walking away from me. Let's go run up and say hi.
Nick, you're gonna die.
Mom. Oh, God. Mom. See, none of that. And I hope I'm not ruining this for anyone else.
Oh, well, you're ruining it for me. I would just be having fun with it. I would just be like, "Oh, cool! I was supposed to be running now," and I would run.
See, and
you're being a hater.
I am. I'm able to like kind of roleplay in certain game scenarios, but horror games are just not one of them.
Well, I mean, let's be fair here. The other thing this is what I don't understand. Yeah, we're good. The thing that I don't understand about Let's Players and
here we go. Okay.
It is mommy.
And stuff is happening. So am I going to die there? Or is that... I think I probably am. So, yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. So now we're at a point where we actually have a threat. This is exactly what I was hoping for. And it's funny because I said, because of the way those tree stumps were laid out, like I knew I was going to have to crawl through them. So that's what I'm supposed to do up here.
The thing that I don't understand about Let's Players and horror games is I find it harder to enjoy games purely when I'm doing a Let's Play of it, when I'm talking, because I've got to... or streaming or whatever, I've got to focus on two things at once. And so my ability to immerse myself in the game is harder.
Yes.
Players who can, like, be excited and scream and just be like, oh my gosh, Like, it's like, like, how are you really just able to seamlessly, like, relay your immersion in real life, or are you playing it up a bit,
I think they play it up a bit. But there are other people who get more involved than I think you and I do. You and I are very laid-back personalities in general. So we already have the green thing, so I guess we can go.
Also, I'm dead inside, so...
Yeah, me too.
All right, well, next time on Instant Replay Live, we're gonna pretend to be really scared.
Should we do that for an episode?
I'm so scared.
That's perfect. Wow, wow. Really kick it.
Yo, plans, free stroke, Sonic Golf.
Sonic Golf.